Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. We're the odd couple. His name is Mike Brenner. My name is Peter Loshak. Today is September 26th, Monday, and it's week 4 in the NFL. Already week 4 in the NFL. Mike Brenner, this is the opening line show that Mike Brenner and I do every Monday, where we give our picks, and then we wrap it up on Friday with more picks, take back picks that we are, deciding that we're not liking anymore, and of course, throughout the week.
It's a full gamut, baby.
That's right, and let's do a plug in the beginning of the show. Actually.
You want to do a plug?
Sportsbookreview.com. What is it? It's a site where every sportsbook that exists is rated and reviewed. You can go there to find the ratings of every book that exists and find out why those ratings are being given what they're given.
It's a Better Business Bureau.
If you're deciding to sign up with a book, that's where you want to go. Sportsbookreview.com. All right, Mike Brenner. In the NFL, this is interesting. Last year, I do the show with Brent from BetDSI, right?
Yeah.
And people have noted that over the past bunch of years in the NFL, the sharps have been very 50-50, very middling.
You were
So
telling me
they
about
haven't
that last
done
week.
long term. Our viewers have noticed that. Last week, the sharps went 7-1.
Whoa!
In that show.
Whoa!
7-1. They killed it. You and I both went 3-4.
Yeah, it was tough.
And it was tough. Although I had Miami in my survivor pool.
Wow.
So they pulled out the win, thank God. But
Yeah.
that was
That was
a
literally
lucky
the
one.
epitome of
That
survivor
was a lucky
there.
one, but
Yeah.
I'm surviving. I'm still in there.
You got to take luck when it bounces like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So a lot of wacky results from last week, but now let's look ahead. And the first one that caught my eye, Mike Brenner. Now, this is actually one of your winners last week, Oakland. Turned out to be a sharp play, right?
Man, that was
you got
good.
it at +1.5.
Yeah.
Brent told us that the sharps took it at 1.5, and then it closed it at whatever it was. I actually had a good read in that game, too, because I tweeted out the Tennessee team total under, and the under was one of my winners. That was
Tweeted
nice.
it out. I'm glad he's tweeting again.
Now, why?
And they owned it from start to finish.
Now, why are they a 3.5 or 4-point dog to Baltimore? And that was one of my losers last week. I had the Jags, although they did cover on the closer, but I had them at +1.
That's the. You know what, Pete? I'm still scratching my head about Pittsburgh Steelers, and I bleed Philadelphia Eagle green. I'm an Eagles fan, but are they? I don't get what's going on right now. There's a couple teams that are just literally got satisfied the week before and then didn't show up this week. Pittsburgh being one of them. That looked like the horriblest offense I've ever seen in football.
And what does this have to do with Oakland, Baltimore?
Well, it has to do with this week. We don't know which Baltimore team is going to show up and why that line. That should be a head scratcher. Oakland should be favored, even if they're on the road.
I mean, we do know that Baltimore hasn't really played anyone, and I'm counting now Jacksonville as no one.
I'll tell you what, they didn't show up. Exactly. So
who did they played the Browns?
They haven't played anybody.
And then in week 1, they played the Bills in complete
So the
disarray.
strength of their being home field is the reason, right? I mean, because Oakland's on the road.
I mean, Flacco's good, but the Raiders,
It's
I
crazy.
know they're playing their second game in a row. You know what? Screw this.
No, I'm taking them
too,
baby. Let's go. No, because I'm serious. It pisses me off the way some of that happens.
Not only that, we're getting them it's 3.5 market wide.
And Oakland hasn't gotten blown out by anybody this year. I mean, Atlanta gave them a battle, right?
Yeah, they're a tough team.
They're a
I'm not
tough
a buyer
team.
in Baltimore right now.
I'm on it.
The Greek and the Chris books have 4, so we're going to get +4 here.
I love it.
bet this one on the overnight.
Come on.
We'll see where it closes. Listen,
I'm going to go to the bet box as soon as we hang up this call. I'm serious.
If this is a trap and we get suckered in, then I'll take it. I'll take the loss.
I'll throw the rope down
We'll
for
see.
you.
We'll see what Brent has to say about it on Friday. But as of right now, here on Monday, I'm willing to take it. Now let's see what else is interesting that's going on. What's caught your eye, Mike Brenner?
Well,
from NFL Week 4,
Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah,
Cincinnati Bengals.
Thursday night.
Yep, I love it.
Feels like a bounce back spot.
Oh my God, does it ever?
Does it ever?
And I'm actually just going to throw it out there right now, Pistol Pete. I need the first half, and I need the full game, baby.
I don't think we have a first half yet, but we can give you the bookmaker.
We're gonna
and
take
for full
bookmaker.
game, we can give you -7 -101.
I love
at
it.
Pinnacle.
I love it. I mean, I just think that it's going to be absolutely a perfect bounce spot. This is a team that knows how to bounce back too. They have the veteran leadership. They got the coaching staff that's been there a minute. So. I love that. It's the first one I wrote down.
All right, I'm agreeing with you. I also like the over here, and I'm seeing 44 -115. So I'm going to take that one officially. Miami, Cincinnati over 44
I think you're going to see a lot more Miami offense this week.
But by the end of the week, I may also be on you with Cincinnati.
Got to give you a little
Team total.
Got to give you some notes here, buddy. Got to give you some notes. All right, Miami. That was a big thing when Fernandez died in baseball. It really affected the football team. Apparently, they were real close. A lot of guys in NFL were real close with this kid. Well, Tannehill and them, literally the first drive, they had a moment of silence. First drive, they literally huddled up and dedicated that first drive to Jose Fernandez. What they should have done was dedicated the whole game to him. I'm not kidding.
No,
they dedicated the first drive to him. They went right down the field, scored 7 points for number 16, right? And then all of a sudden, boom. So that's something you got to look at. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, I like the over, and I might probably, we'll see by Thursday night.
I like that over call. 42 was it or 44?
44, but still, I might be on you with a Cincinnati team total over, first half, whatever. I don't know.
Over.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What what else has caught your eye? What Cleveland? Wow, look at that. Cleveland and Washington. Washington, the Sharps were on them last week for the third week in a row. Wow. Finally, they got a win. And then Cleveland, using Terrell Pryor, almost snuck out a win as a big dog. Now
you know what? A buddy of ours, you know him, Double J, Jamie James. He calls me up, right? He calls me up and he says, look, whatever you do, mate, he says, you better jump all over Buffalo. And I wouldn't jump on Buffalo and this is where I got to get my hard head out of my way, right? He's like, I mean, I'm not kidding you. This is absolute 92%. He gets the numbers from Bet365. I'll be damned. He goes, that one in Cleveland plus 10. He goes, trust me, I put my son, everything on it.
Yeah.
And it,
I was on both of them, Mike Brenner.
Were you really?
But I didn't realize the New England one until like Saturday morning.
Wow.
I'm sorry, the Buffalo one until Saturday morning.
You were on
Although
that.
I was suspecting it from day one.
Good for you.
I'll tell you another one. I'll tell you another one I'm suspecting here, Mike Brenner.
Good job, Double J.
Yes.
Seriously, damn good
job. You ready to get your mind blown? Here's
Yes.
another one I'm suspecting. I don't know if I can give it right now, but this is one I'm suspecting,
Okay.
just like that one.
Come on, here it is.
Tampa Bay +3 over Denver, Mike Brenner. Tampa Bay. Oh, look at it. He's like you fucking crazy maniac. Tampa Bay +3 over Denver. I'm liking that one,
I'm going to wait for Double J to give me
All
the
right.
call because
Okay.
I got a feeling that might be right up that alley.
I'm not going to give it officially right now as yet, but that's definitely
But
one that
what
I'm
quarterback's going to show up? Batman or Robin? I mean, this guy
you
one
mean
week.
Winston?
One
good
week
one.
he's good, 1 week he sucks.
No, the good one. The
Oh,
good one's
good
going to
one,
show
okay.
up. Yeah.
That good one.
Oh, here's another one that I also bet, and
love
the
you,
line move
Pistol
is in my
Pete.
favor. I bet Pittsburgh -5 on the overnight line. Now it's up to 5.5 or 6. Big bounce back spot for them against KC at home on the Sunday night
they
game.
like that.
Yeah, I'm liking Pittsburgh here. I might also give them on the first half, the money line.
What's the line again?
Well, at the overnight I bet it at 5. Now it's up to 5.5 at the Greek and
Jesus.
6 other places.
I mean, they're at home, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
come
at
on,
home.
man. I got to jump on.
All right.
I want the first half because I got
Okay.
news for you. Ben Roethlisberger himself is probably going to cover
Yeah.
this first half.
Okay, first half
Jesus.
you can take that when it opens, and
Yeah,
I will
I'm
give
gonna-
right now the Greek -5.5 on the full game. But when that one opens, you can take the bookmaker opener.
Wow,
Mike
wow.
Brenner. All right. Then another one that I'm thinking is a bounce back spot. This is when I'm a little bit I'm
Is it
slightly.
going to blow my mind?
No, this one you'll be like expecting it, and probably by the end of my second sentence you'll be on it. It's Arizona -8 in a bounce back spot against the Rams. They're coming back from the Bills. Arizona.
Don't have to wait for the
No,
breakdown.
don't have to-
Let me
all right,
jump
let
in
it-
there. Open up that door, Pistol. Holy
Okay.
cow, there's another. This is what I was talking about. These teams that just didn't show up last week. There's one of them. My God, you got to bounce back. What's
Yeah.
the line?
It's right now -8. -8 is the best line. And I'm leaning towards that for sure.
Wow.
And you know what? I will give it. I'll give it -8.
Take it.
-8,
Yeah.
-105. By the end of the week, I might also be on the first half on that one. But
Matter of fact, I got to do the half too, Pete. I have to. And,
just write it all down, Mike.
I
Brennan.
am. I am.
Then the other one that I'm thinking about is another play, which is Tennessee-Houston under. Now Houston,
Yeah.
I was wrong about
Tennessee's-
Houston on the Pats total.
Wow.
Houston has a vicious defense. They have I get swayed because they have some real speedsters on offense, but Tennessee, I'm all about Tennessee unders in general.
Yeah, there's not a lot of scoring going on with
Yeah.
these two teams. What's it set at?
40.5 market wide. Bookmaker has
Whoa.
41.
Ooh.
Tough.
Your total's low, Shaq, with
Yeah.
that number right there. I don't know a lot about totals, but that number, I see a red light going
I like
off.
it, but
So,
it's a close one, and I'm gonna
Okay.
hold off. And then before we wrap it up and give our final thoughts,
You know what? I would just love to go catch a ball game. I'm in the mood to sit in the audience, have
All
a
right,
hot
okay,
dog,
okay,
have
all
a
right.
cold beer, and catch a game.
Before
For
we
real.
wrap it up, there is a London game this week, right? Indianapolis and Jacksonville.
tired of
Now,
that crap.
Jacksonville actually did cover on the closer, which I missed. I didn't get. I took the opener, but Jacksonville. They were booing.
That's a boring
they
game.
They were booing.
I'm sitting there thinking of that game. Them poor London people.
I
Holy
guess.
cow.
There might be a lot of offense though. The Jags fans were booing Gus Bradley.
Of course. He's going to be gone in 2 weeks, Pete. I know this stuff with the coaches. You
Right.
know I love that stuff. I
So
can
is
tell
this
you.
a team- this-
Bradley's gone.
this
London,
remind-
they might leave him in London. He might have to pay his
Right.
own way back.
This is exactly like
They're going to get their asses handed to
last
them.
year when the Dolphins were in the same situation.
Exactly.
And they went to London. Did they win that London game or not? What happened?
Yes, isn't that
They
when
did.
Dan Campbell took over first game?
No,
it was
no, no,
London.
I think it was-
It was after. It was
Yeah,
after
yeah,
London.
yeah.
It was after. You and I were working together then. It was after.
Whatever happened in that Dolphins London game from last year might happen to
Might
the
happen
Jags here. It
Yep.
might be worth
Yep.
telling because
'Cause,
that might be a team that's just complete disarray until Bradley goes.
Yeah, and
right?
you know what? The Colts defense really shut down. They shut down
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers this
Yeah.
week. So I think a trip to what's the line?
It's right now plus 2.5 for the Jags.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts, baby.
You are?
And I'm writing it down.
All right, you're minus 2.5?
Yeah.
Okay, minus 2.5.
You got to understand, when that coach now knows not only has he lost the confidence of the general manager and everybody upstairs, because he's gone. All right, he now has lost his players.
Right.
And you now have one of the best quarterback talents, one of the best quarterback receiving duos in football that are scratching their head saying, what in the hell? So what do? They go into protect mode. I'm going to save my body. I'm going to still make money for years. I'm going to get the hell out of this team. I'm not laying my body out there for 100% for nothing. That's what's going on, baby.
Okay.
That affects lines.
All right. And one other lean that I have, again, it's just a lean, so I'm going to decide whether I want to take it later on in the week. On the Monday night game, Giants plus 4. Definitely leaning Giants plus 4. Minnesota's been great. The Sharps have been on them. I think this might be a week where they're worth betting
Minnesota.
against.
How about Bradford?
Very impressive. Very impressive.
And guess what?
Sure. Yeah.
Guess what? They have a coach that's showing everybody, this Zimmer's the real deal, that he's got some Belichick in him. It don't matter who's behind center.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that you wanted to mention? I think we touched on every game.
We touched on everything again. Just hey, it's Sports Nation as a whole. It's just been a sad day, been a hard day working through the death of number 16, Jose Fernandez. Going to miss you, my man.
Okay.
Going to miss you, man.
Absolutely. Catch our videos for the rest of this week. NFL Week 4. Nice video, Mike Brenner.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.